God in the Greenhouse. I'm Nicola. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm just hanging out in the greenhouse right now, chilling with my pepper plants. It is getting a little hot in here. It's a little over 80 degrees and the sun is not letting up, so it's only going to get hotter. So I'm going to say goodbye to these pepper plants and we'll go walk around the garden and see what is coming up, what's starting to grow, what's looking good, and what doesn't. Right now I'll show you these peppers here. Look at that. We got jalapenos, poblanos. I have some kind of tangerine dragon type of pepper. I don't know. I'm just trying to grow all sorts of peppers this year. The hubby and I really enjoy hot food, lots of flavor. Oh, there's my beautiful zinnias. I do want to go walk around the garden and see where we want to put those. Probably just going to scatter them all. There's about maybe 14 plants right there. So we'll have a very pretty garden with all those zinnias this year. So yeah, we're going to get out to the yard and walk around and see what we got going on. Now please don't mind the mess. It is only the beginning of June. I usually don't have this cleaned up until about Father's Day. And then it'll be organized. Looking good. Here is my cold crop box. Look at that garlic growing good. We haven't had too hot of weather yet, so everything in here is still flourishing and doing great. All that lettuce, you see those pea plants doing real well. I also have some cilantro going in there. See it up there. Ooh, if it'll focus, there we go. Hi, cilantro. Oh, I got a little cabbage. So yeah, this is just a little mixed cold crop box. Protecting it from the chickens with a door from our dog kennel that got broken off by a tree falling on it during the ice storms. So yeah, there's that. But hey, it came in handy and it definitely keeps the chickens away. Those plants are doing great. Now there we have a garden that's going to be all melons basically. So you have watermelon, pumpkin, cucumbers, and then on that tripod teepee thing, we're going to be growing peas, beans, and more cucumbers. So that will be nice. I bet this area is going to smell so good. I love the way cucumber and watermelon plants smell. They smell just as good as they taste. All right, getting into the gated garden. I do garden throughout my entire property, but I keep the majority of it locked behind a gate, away from dogs and chickens, sometimes squirrels, because it's a little harder for them to get back here. I can scare them away if I catch them. All right, this is my lettuce and onion bed. As you see, I have it set up to where if it gets too hot, I can shade it. It's the first sunny day in a while, so I thought that I will just keep them out in the sun for today. There's my eggplants. They're acclimating so I can get them into the garden. Probably tomorrow, maybe the next day. I'm excited to have those this year. I only grew one eggplant last year and I loved it. So I made sure to grow a couple extra this year. We have some lemon cucumbers there. I'm growing those because I have little nephews that come and visit me, and they love to pick things from the garden. And I read about the lemon cucumbers being super easy to grow, and I thought, well, that will be a fun one for the kids to pick too, because they're not as spiky as the other cucumbers. And hey, if they're growing so prolifically, I don't got to worry about the kids wasting them either. The chickens will eat it up anyway, or the guinea pigs. There I have a big, huge alfalfa plant, speaking of the guinea pigs. I do purposely grow feed for whatever animals we have. That way we're never spending too much money on their food, and I know they're eating organically. So this is mostly beans and bell peppers. Yeah, I already have the bell peppers out here. I don't have the hot peppers just yet. There's a lonely little watermelon plant, but that is such a sunny spot, and I hardly ever use it for anything, so I thought, I'm going to try to do a watermelon there this year. Here's the hoping, right? Here's what's starting to turn into my oregano field. There we go. Beautiful oregano. I love the smell of and taste of it. I just come out here starting to pick stuff and eat it right out of the garden. Well, there's my beautiful big boy tomato there. Hopefully it likes that spot. I did have a tomato there last year, and I know I'm supposed to be rotating, but I can't help it. It just grew so good there last year. I wanted to put one there this year. Some more cucumbers. Peony plant flower. I think that's how you say it. I'm not good at pronunciations. I transplanted that from the front of the house. I just wanted some pretty flowers over by my cute little pond here. I used to have a really nice waterfall thing that sat in the middle, but unfortunately it broke last year, so we'll have to get a new one. But for now, I'm fine with just having to replace the water every couple days to keep the mosquitoes from reproducing inside the pond. And it still looks really pretty, even without the waterfall. I am trying not to get my shadow for you guys. This isn't going to be too long of a video. I just wanted to give you an update on what the garden looked like. It looks a lot different than my last garden walkthrough. The last garden walkthrough, I swear everything was all brown still. Brown and dry. This is all green and lush and beautiful. Oh, there's my beautiful mullein. I've got two beautiful mulleins there. One there, along with some plantains and dandelions. I will be processing all of that soon. I want to get that into the dehydrator, get that dried out so I can put it into my greens seasoning jar that's actually starting to run out. Okay, here is the bean patch from the famous bean video. Can you believe that video's almost got 9,000 views on it? I can't believe that. But it's awesome. I'm excited. I hope everyone's growing beans this year. It's such a cheap, fun, easy thing to do. Free food for life. You grow one bean plant and you can grow beans from that one bean plant forever. Look at how nice those are all coming in. I love it. I'm so excited. There's tomatoes there too, and they are doing great. They love those beans being close by them because all that nitrogen the beans put into the soil. And that there is called bergamot. It is a citrusy, oregano kind of flavor herb plant. It will eventually get purple flowers, I think. This is the first year it grew so nicely for me. I'm really excited to pick it and see what I can do with it. Now back here, it's a little rough still, but I'm growing pumpkins back here, so I'm not going to do very much with the ground because the pumpkins eventually will just cover it all up anyway. There's another pumpkin plant. I cannot talk today, and like I said, I'm trying to do this in one take, so I'm not even going to be editing anything here, so I'm sorry for all the mistakes. And I don't even know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but yeah, this is going to be a one take kind of video. Just walk around the garden, show you what we got going on. All right, this is my corn patch, cornfield. And corn is starting to come up. Definitely not going to be knee-high by July, but I'm just excited for something. And then I also have giant pumpkin plant in the middle. I'm taking a chance. I'm going to try to grow a giant one this year. Here's to hoping, right? And of course I do have a bunch of pole beans scattered throughout here as well, because they will use the corn to grow up and also give the corn a bunch of nitrogen into the soil, as well as for that pumpkin, because the pumpkins are heavy feeders too. Yeah, so that is the gated garden. And I do have this whole other side yard where I grow berries. The front yard where I grow even more melons and beans. We have the bean teepee. That's always fun. Oh, I love the bean teepee. I call it the bean teepee, but right now I've got peas starting to grow up it. There's the container potatoes doing so well. I should probably throw even more dirt on top of them plants and just fill it to the top, let it finish out that way. And then I've got another bean field over here. I'm just trying to fix that ground over there, that soil. So I put a bunch of beans there this year. And so far everything's looking a lot better than it ever has. Very nice stuff. I'm so excited. This is going to be all cucumbers and pumpkins here. Yes, we love cucumbers and we love pumpkins. Here's my trellis. I made it using cattle panel, that fencing stuff, and then some rebarb. I think that's what it's called. Just bent it, made it. Some people do it a little differently, but I had to do it this way here. And it worked out great, and it looks so beautiful when everything starts growing up on it. Look at how tall those pea plants are so far. I'll be able to do another walkthrough in a month, and those pea plants should be taller than me and be blooming. Oh, I love when the peas bloom. Such beautiful, beautiful flowers when they bloom. What's one of your favorite plants that you love that blooms in your garden? Mine is the peas. And I also love nasturtiums. Grow me some nasturtiums and I'm a happy girl. All right, back here is the berry patch. We have blueberries wildly growing all through there. This is my wild strawberry box. So I took wild strawberries and put them in that box last year. And this year, it looks like I'm going to get a good handful of berries. I'm excited. Beautiful flowers on them so far. And then along the house I have my brambles and raspberry bushes. It's a mess right now, but I let it get a little wild at the beginning of the summer because we want all the flowers we possibly can have blooming. That way the bees and all the pollinators have something to pollinate, right? So here's all the brambles. Look at all those beautiful flowers on the brambles. So pretty. I'm so excited for those berries. Once these start closing up, I'm going to go ahead and throw some tulu over them so that way the birds don't eat the berries before we get a chance. You got to be quick about it. And there's another little area just with some recycled materials. That's catnip growing there, and I also put cucumbers there as well. Yeah, we grow a lot of cucumbers, especially because we like to make pickles. All right, well, that's about it. You have it there. The garden walk around with no edits. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please comment. Let me know if you would like me to make a video to show you guys how to make one of those bean teepees. I'm curious if anybody else out there would like to learn how to make one. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We got a lot more fun videos coming out. I also have it set up to where you can hit the next video that YouTube suggests or a playlist there so you can binge watch some God in the Greenhouse. I'll see you soon. Have a blessed day.